Well, hello, everybody. Welcome
Hi.
to the Rennie Drink Podcast, Wednesday night beer chat.
It is Wednesday night. And Josh, on Instagram, before you disappear, the beer tonight is also courtesy of you.
Yes.
So.
Well, before we dive in, just want to say hello to everybody and welcome. This is our weekly Wednesday night beer chat. This is our chance to hang out, just tune out the world for an hour.
Hi, Katie. Hi, Rhonda Lee.
We supposedly are talking about beer, but it tends to start out with beer and go all sorts of places. So do not feel like you've got to talk about beer, but if you are having a beer, please tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you're drinking tonight. We would love to know.
And are you sharing?
I'm going to share. So talk amongst yourselves.
You're going to share. I would like for you to know that the brewery is the same as last week. It is Surly Brewing Company, and it's called Grapefruit Supreme this evening. And and it has like a little pink grapefruit on the can. So
that's very cute.
Yeah.
Now, we are fans of another grapefruit ale or beer.
Oh, Katie says she's listening and packing. Where is she going?
Yeah, do tell, Katie.
Yeah, I want to know. Right? And Josh says, hello to all and hugs. We'll have our meetup in Jacksonville. Meg is here. Jessica says, be right back. Meg says she loves grapefruit. Rhonda Lee says she's jealous and excited for us getting together this weekend. We wish that everybody could be there. And that is why we will live stream the 5K on Saturday.
Yes.
Which starts at 8 a.m. while we're talking about it. Because there are some people who can't make it for one reason or another.
Mm-hmm.
And we want everybody who has supported us, encouraged us, loved us, helped us support the Donna Foundation. We want you to feel a part of the weekend as everybody comes back together, because last year we couldn't. So it's been a couple of years since we've been at this race weekend.
Yes. Of course, last year, because of the pandemic, many races went virtual. The Donna was no exception to that rule.
Yeah.
So this year is the first year back. We are so thrilled to be doing it. And in addition, it's kind of like our first official meetup for the Runcation Nation. So the fact that we're able to do that, I think, is just going to be so incredibly fun. And this weekend is going to be absolutely, I think, going to be one for the history books.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. In the meantime, since we're excited, I'm going to open a beer.
Let me see if I can find
for the tasting.
Oh, so Meg says, I wish I had the t-shirts for my virtual. Still no shipment. I'll wear last year's shirts. Hey, last year's shirts, yes, are perfect, I believe. And then you could show them off. I think that ship dates for the new ones will be the second week in February.
I believe that's what they said at Pure Creative Apparel. Pam and Ariel are rock stars getting us these amazing custom shirts done. We do have a link on runeatdrink.net. We've given it a facelift, and right at the top of the page, you're going to see a link that just says Donna.
Yeah.
And that will take you to the page if you're interested in either picking up one of those team shirts, or if you wanted to donate, just in case you're like, I don't want to run, or I don't need another running shirt, but I want to help the cause.
I'm pulling up the details about the beer. And Meg says the design is awesome.
Yeah.
For the shirt.
Ariel really outdid himself with that. I mean, we had a vague idea of kind of what we wanted to do, and he took it and ran with it. So I just love that guy and what he's able to do, and really fast too. He was able to turn that back to us and have us like decided on the logo and ready to rock and roll really pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos.
Yeah. So, oh, Katie, hang in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like we said, tell us who you are, where you're from, what you're drinking. Amy, you're going to read us details about Surly Brewing's Grapefruit Supreme Tart Ale with grapefruit added.
Yes, you can always.
I will model the can.
You model the
two
can
cameras here.
for the two cameras, and Meg, you can always use another Ray shirt. That's all I'm saying.
Camera 1.
Yes. So this is
camera 2.
Grapefruit Supreme. In the span of a couple short years, it's now one of Surly's cornerstone beers. Mango Supreme, let's see, released as part of our 2020 summer variety pack, was an immediate hit. How do you follow that up? You make a whole, and this is their wording, okay?
Okay.
You make a whole damn 12-pack out of Supreme. So apparently the mango was such a success in the Supreme line. Here we have grapefruit. So grapefruit, there's mango, and then we had the black cherry last week.
Yes, which I was actually very pleasantly surprised by. I very much enjoyed that.
This one, it has warrior hops as well. So this is great. Pilsner malt, unmalted wheat, and carafoam, and it's English ale yeast, and it doesn't list an IBU. It just says low, and the ABV is 4.5%, so it's super light.
Okay.
Braced by bright grapefruit flavor and gentle tartness. Gentle.
I'll take it.
This beer reigns supreme, finishing crisp and citrusy. It sets a new standard for crushable.
Oh. Okay.
Is what it says.
And did we say an ABV? I'm sorry.
4.5.
4.5.
4.5. Very low. Very low. And Meg is having whiskey while we're having this beer because it's hump day for teachers. It's Wednesday is that halfway mark in the week.
Yes.
Teachers. It's like, what day is it? What day it is, or whatever that is. And that, I don't know, that commercial from a long time ago. There are people in the chat that haven't said hi yet.
Yes, please tell us who you are, where you're from, what you're doing, what you're drinking. Trip Billy is in the chat over on the tubes.
Yay. And Cheryl just joined on Instagram.
We are not live from Jacksonville just yet.
No.
That's coming though.
We have to pack tonight and drive tomorrow.
Yeah, we do.
And
we're in the midst of laundry as we are streaming right now.
Oh, Susie Runs 50 has just joined on Instagram. Welcome.
Welcome, lady.
Tell us what you're drinking, how you're doing.
Now, this is a little hazy.
Yeah.
That is not a camera. I'm going to show camera 1. You show camera 2.
Okay.
A little hazy, kind of a straw yellow color. I like that.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's give this a shot. Now, this smells like very reminiscent of Schafferhofer with a nice, bright grapefruit smell.
I would say this is very close to Schafferhofer. Very close.
Oh, yeah.
So has anybody had Schaffer?
I
said it backwards.
Have anyone ever had Hasselhoff?
Hasselhoff.
Actually, there is a beer called Hasselhofer.
But that's millennial. That's
millennial
local.
Brewing.
That's local. But this is, has anybody had Schafferhofer, if I can pronounce it correctly?
Yeah, Schafferhofer is they really, took off with their grapefruit offering, and it's a little bit sweeter than this, and it's more of a pink grapefruit color as opposed to this kind of straw yellow. But flavor-wise, this is really nice.
I was kind of hoping it would be pink. Given the week and where we're going.
That was an excellent attempt on your part to find us a pink beer.
I'm sorry.
In our stash here.
Yeah. But thank you, Josh, because this is quite tasty. I think that Schafferhofer is a little bit sweeter.
A little sweeter, and I believe it's a bit lower on the ABV. I think that they come in at a 3 point something.
Oh, are they that low?
Yeah, they're pretty low.
Yeah, this is a little bit higher and just a little bit more tart. But but still, it's very close.
It's very close and
Very
very good.
close.
I'm a fan of this. So 2 for 2
Yeah.
from Surly Brewing since
Because
trying
black
them
cherry,
out.
that was good.
That black cherry was
Was
excellent.
Like a Jolly Rancher. Rhonda Lee is having a lovely Pinot Grigio.
Ooh.
And she's been on a wine kick lately. She's trying to send us the vibe to drink more wine this year on the show.
Which we are going to try to do.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find some pink champagne or rosé on the trip to Donna, and we'll have an appropriately pink glass of wine.
Yes.
For the Donna Marathon weekend.
Yes. And Meg is like, Mike, what day is it? It's hump day. She's doing the commercial.
What day it is.
Cheryl is drinking a Bud Light Seltzer hard soda, and she just finished dinner. I wonder what she had for dinner. Just curious.
We had plant-based sausage on vegan pretzel rolls.
Oh, we did.
And they were quite tasty.
They were. And you made them, so.
Well, I wasn't bragging on myself, but thank you.
Yeah.
Dan Rams from the Cape Coral Running Groups just joined us over on
nice.
Facebook. Hello, sir.
And Running Through Wonderland Jen just joined on Instagram.
Awesome. Well, for those of you joining us late, we are sampling a beer from Surly Brewing Company. This is their Grapefruit Supreme.
Yeah, which tastes very similar to Schafferhofer, which Meg says she's going to have in 17 days.
Well, Meg, if you have not had it before, we cannot recommend it enough.
She's had it.
One little, I don't know, trivia item for Schafferhofer is that they have several flavors. They do have a pomegranate. They have, of course, the grapefruit that we're talking about. But one that you only see, or we have, as to our knowledge, the only place that they serve it is their lemon, and it's only served at Disney.
If anybody can find that lemon, and I know we had a severe discussion we had
about shipping beer.
Yeah, people were Googling answers and things like that. Am I drinking your beer? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I don't know what's happening, but I would pay somebody good money if they could ship me some lemon Schafferhofer.
The lemon Schafferhofer is excellent. Although I will tell you what, Josh, the next time you get a wild hair to drive 1,400 miles for beer, we'll and you want to swing by Surly Brewing,
we can Venmo you some money.
Exactly.
And you could bring this. Susie runs at 50 says Rosa Regal. Rosa Regale? I don't know. Is delicious pink rosé. I first tried it at the Italian Pavilion in Epcot. That was a gift from another fan of the podcast, Missy.
Yes.
She actually
got you a bottle.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Which was great.
It was great.
It was so great. And then Yellow Glen out of Australia, Rhonda Lee says, makes a sparkling wine called Pink.
Oh.
Sounds like it would be perfect for the weekend. Good to know. I wonder if it's widely distributed, Rhonda Lee.
We may have to go explore a Total Wine while we're in Jacksonville and see if we could find something appropriate to the weekend. Although that might be the wrong city to shop for pink food and drink items.
Well, because
this weekend
they may have cleared out.
They may have absolutely cleared out.
Oh, we'll see. Cheryl says she is healing very well, and she worked a couple hours. She went to her follow-up appointment, walked 2.5 miles, and then passed out on the couch. I like that.
That is excellent progress in a short amount of time.
I love it.
I like hearing that.
The grapefruit Schafferhofer is at our local butcher market, so sometimes Brian spoils me and picks it up if I'm in need of some Disney vibes, Meg says.
Well, that is the reason we mentioned it at Disney, is that Schafferhofer tends to be one of the lighter offerings that they have at like Food and Wine Festival, Flower and Garden Festival back there in Germany. Yeah, it is really sessionable.
Yeah.
Tastes great.
Mm-hmm.
And we're starting to see it in more and more stores now.
Cheryl says she does a Secret Santa every year, and we send each other booze from all over the state. To and from all states.
Oh, this is the shipping of
yes,
said liquids.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
remember, kids, abide by the rules of the U.S.
You-
Postal Service
Yeah.
and your local law.
Mm-hmm.
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Now, were we going to share these?
Well, so you'll remember in December. Yeah. I'm rhyming.
Way back in December.
Way back in December, we went to Atlanta and we ran our coach, America's coach, his race, Jeff Galloway's half marathon weekend.
We did.
And his wife did his half marathon. She stayed at the finish line until he completed her 5K.
Mm-hmm.
We completed the half marathon. We walked the whole thing. And at the end, JoJo was waiting for us and taking pictures and just helping us celebrate. And they shared with us that doing the 5K and doing the half marathon, you get a bonus medal, of course. It's like, Disney Challenge. It's like, this is Jeff's challenge, the double G.
Right.
But the medals some of them had been damaged in transit. So they said they were going to ship replacements to us in the new year. Well, I believe these
Have arrived.
are said replacements.
I think you're correct.
Yeah. So
we're going to open these live and see what these look like and hope that the spinner mechanism
Cape Coral Running Group just joined on Instagram.
Survived.
Yeah. How?
Pull hard, believe in yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Here, want me to get that? You got it. See, teamwork makes the dream work.
You're very supportive.
I am.
That was good. I'm sure that this is lovely audio for you all.
Sorry, all that rustling there.
Does anybody get like the plastic packing with the bubbles, and is it like just not very like a de-stressing mechanism to just pop those sometimes?
Absolutely.
Do you get that? I don't know. Is that a thing for you? Maybe.
All right, this one survived.
Let's see if this one survives.
Look at that. Look at that.
Well,
I mean, come on. Did it survive? Uh-oh. Here, hold on to this. I can fix this, I think.
you're just spinning yours. Jessica is back and saying hello to Cheryl. Rhonda Lee is a fan of bubble wrap. Yeah. And Trip Billy wants us to show off the bling once you repair it. I mean, I could love a good spinner, love the metal, and Meg loves our studio setup.
Thank you.
And then, so here is the double G.
All right. Well, I can't make any promises that I'm going to be able to repair this. Jeff's folks may be shipping us another one.
It's blue, and then it's green.
Yeah, this one didn't make it through. Oh, wait a minute. She's holding out on me, folks.
I didn't hold out on you. Can you see that? No, this is wrong.
There's a spring that I need.
I hope you can see. At any rate, it's super cool. And if you can repair mine, that'd be cool. If not, then we know a guy.
Yeah, we might know a guy. We
could reach out to them. It's cool. I like it. Yes. Yeah. And whoever is on the Cape Coral Running Group over here on Instagram, I have a feeling that it's Dan Rams, but I could be wrong. Likes our red wall, our red accent wall, which you painted.
I did. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't recommend hiring me for painting. I
think you did very well here. Yes. I think you did very well. It's Dan, see? And then Jessica is trying Facebook. She jumped off of Instagram and jumped onto Facebook. So
okay.
And Susie says she can't stay. Just wanted to say hi. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. We can't wait to see you either, Susie. Pack and travel safe.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to try to fix this a little later because I think I'm going to need tweezers and glasses. I'm working on it.
Look at what happens when you get older. Like, you used to have perfect 20/20 vision, And you used to, I used to share my struggles about, not having perfect vision. And now we're in it together. Good girl, Charlie Brown. Welcome. Let us know what you're drinking and what you're doing tonight.
Share when you can share glasses with one another.
Yes, we share readers. I don't know if anybody else is, in
that boat.
Share it, like, having readers, because.
But anyway, you now see what a working one looks like, and the other one it lost a spring in transit. So
that's okay.
We'll get it taken care of. I think I can fix that.
That's okay. I just like how it's blue and green.
And I also like the enamel on this is all glittery. I don't know if you can really see that on the camera very well, but there's like a really nice depth to these metals. And I mean, they're hefty. These are really nice. So.
I love it. I love the color scheme. And it's just really Jeff.
It is.
And I think that we are going to catch up on the Extra Mile podcast, but also Kevin, the host of the Extra Mile podcast, said that Jeff may be running the half.
Yes.
This Sunday. Yeah.
I'm very excited to get passed by Jeff Galloway on a race course yet again.
I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Cheryl says she's been nearsighted most of her life, but no readers are necessary. Not yet.
Well, I was lucky. I kept about 20/18 vision till about my 46th birthday.
Just recently.
Yeah.
Just recently. So. And Meg says that Brian is essentially legally blind. I put on his glasses and get dizzy. That's probably what he would say about my glasses for seeing far away. Because yes, I wear contact lenses and readers. I am, You're just going to have to lead me around
not a problem
as we advance in age.
Because I can't hear anything. That's so
what?
Works out exactly.
I don't know.
Works out great.
Yeah. Cheryl's glasses are stronger than her boyfriend's. So what can you do? Right? Except just get older. Mouse Ears and Magic is here.
Indeed.
James J. Williams.
Cheers, everybody. Just for those that are joining in late, we are having Surly Brewing Company's Grapefruit Supreme Tart Ale with grapefruit added, courtesy of patron Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of patrons, we do have a little bit of an announcement. We can share.
Okay.
In the midst of getting all of the back end stuff done on the website, I had it all up there, and then I was going to slowly roll things out. And then I made like a catastrophic oops when doing the website. And I'm like, well, I guess the new site's ready to go after all, because it's either that or we don't have one. So new website went out. That's all done. It's tested. It's all working. So yay. And I hope you guys will go over to runeatdrink.net and check that out.
Yeah.
Sometimes you fail forward. And that's what I did. But in the process of getting some other stuff done, what we have also done, and this is kind of a nice time to announce it ahead of Donna, is the long-awaited, long rumored. I mean, there were whispers, in dark corners and recesses of pop culture and the internet, where people would mention things like alien abductions and Area 51. There were whispers of these extra,
I don't understand. You're just
patron levels.
You're building it up, and
that Amy was going to come up with, and we were going to release, and that has now happened. So for those,
John Schroeder is in the chat.
John is in the chat. Hello. Yeah. So for those that might be interested in checking out the advanced levels of patronage, I encourage you to head over to patreon.com/runeatdrinkpodcast.
Mm-hmm.
We, of course, have fan, founder, and insider. Those are our three current or three original levels that have gotten us here with what you see in the studio. We now have accomplish, explore, and indulge.
Yes.
As our
we do
3 premium tiers. So I think people will enjoy that. I think that folks will get a kick out of some of the benefits, and something that we're going to be doing, trying to do more of is really um, having some fun over on the Discord server
Yes.
and doing some chats there, and
Yeah.
really getting some extra oomph out of those benefits for everybody.
I
But
hope so.
the new levels, I think, are a lot of fun. I just personally can't wait until somebody wants to, win a bet in a bar or, something, and says, I bet you I am on IMDb, and
Oh,
pulls up their listing as a producer,
well, that's true.
right?
We have that. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. So you can see it.
I'm very excited about that.
I know. Fancy director's chairs and whatnot.
I know. Yeah. Oh, we haven't even talked about like the
Shenanigans.
the top tier that'll have, very special swag that'll be like super limited edition, to include, like Amy said, a director's chair.
Well, I mean, red carpet
swag. I see what you did there.
See, red.
Yeah.
Red. Whatever.
Picking up what you're putting down.
I'm trying hard, making the effort, trying with, the English teacher verbiage. I think that Meg would understand that, as would Jen if she's still in the chat. And John, we've been polling people about what they're having for dinner and what they're eating and drinking. And did we not have Trip? I got excited when I saw J
Trip's
Dub.
over here.
J Dub? I was thinking about Bell Cow.
Oh,
but it's different, right?
J Dubs and W. Yeah.
Oh, it's something. Oh, James J. But
James J. Williams.
Yeah. So, but I got excited because it was related to a beer that we like in Sarasota, like a nickname was related to a beer.
Yes. J Dub's Brewing Company. They're Bell Cow. Yes.
So I was confused. Now I've got it. Sorry. So Cheryl says, love it. John Schroeder says, what?
Oh, yeah,
John. I adequately pronounced that. Meg says, red is the color of this month. Yes, it's Valentine's Day, but it's also like Heart Health Month.
Yes.
Yeah. That's probably the wrong title, but it's like
something to do with heart health.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the American Heart Association. And Meg is fluent in teacher lingo, as I'm sure Jen is if she's still in the chat as well. We got the teacher trio.
Yeah.
Right here. Except for they're still in the classroom where the hard work is being done.
Absolutely.
So John says, loving these new levels of Patreon. Just feels like yesterday when I asked for new ones, with a lot of laughing emojis here on the Instagram chat. So yes, it's been a hot minute.
Like I said, they were long rumored. But
plus for word choice.
But the main reason for that is that we really wanted to do something different, and we wanted to do something that would really help us build the community in,
JD is here.
Make it even more tight knit, if that's possible. JD.
Yeah.
Well, hello.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Sorry, I was reading as we were doing, doing two things.
Bonjour on Instagram. JD from the Extra Mile podcast group. Have you heard the long awaited rumor that we're doing Bird in Hand in September? Will you be there? Report back.
Yes, there have been whispers of that race, as being one of ours on our calendar, which, by the way, new race calendar is up on runningdrink.net as well.
Yes. This is like one big ad for the show right now, I feel like.
No, I'm not trying to sell anything on that. I just want y'all to know, we finally got everything updated.
We feel we've moved forward.
Yes. There's a lot of progress that's occurred.
And we're celebrating right now.
Very much so.
Meg is so sweet. She says, is that possible? This community is the best, super tight knit.
And that's exactly, you hit the nail on the head. That's exactly what we're going for.
Mm-hmm.
I want
JD,
to be
bonsoir.
Small and awesome and tight knit and supportive. And that's what we're shooting for here. So,
Yeah.
I think it'll be really cool. We have some ideas of things we can do in Discord for some of the benefits.
And a bonus podcast that I think the people who love being inspired by stories of struggle and triumph over that, or stories of motivation and inspiration from legends and heroes. And so stay tuned for that, because
we're doing some other work behind the scenes to get some legends and heroes here.
Yeah. So now, Rhonda Lee, I'm catching up in the chat here. So Rhonda Lee says she loves her red family, and we love her too.
Aww.
We love her too. We hope to see you in the
that.
chat during the 5K on Saturday when we live stream. And then Meg says, how do I add a New England chowder race to that race calendar?
Chowder.
Send us
the link.
Send us the link.
We have to see if we can fit it in with, work schedules and all that stuff. So
yeah,
we're working on it.
So JD says, will I be there? Of course, I live there. Or I live here. He says, I live here. So yes. And John Schroeder, Meg says she agrees with Rhonda Lee. She loves the red family. And John Schroeder says, what is Discord?
Oh, for those that don't know, Discord is an internet chat application. So it allows you to do text chats. It allows you to do voice chat, and it allows you to do video chat. You can also share photos. You can share GIFs. You can do all sorts of stuff, but you can do chat threads. And on our Discord server, that's a benefit that all of our patrons get at every level. And we have channels for, certain topics. Like if you want to talk about food, drink, or running, we have those 3 channels on the server. We're going to be adding some more channels as well. And then, for certain special events, we may do some invite only channels. It just, depends on what we're able to kind of get going with that. Discord is a app that is free to download, free to use, and it's available for iOS and Android. You can also install it on your desktop computer, laptop computer, whatever, your regular computer, as well as your mobile device.
Indeed.
A lot of people use it. Like my Dungeons and Dragons group uses it because our group actually spans several states, and everybody's in there. Actually sit here and have everything going through the headphones, and it works out really, really well. The audio chats sound great. The video works really nicely. So, and you can have things going simultaneously, which is really pretty cool. You can have audio chat going while you're text typing, and it's just like kind of like a free for all.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
We gotta ramp it up.
Yeah, I mean it's a feature that we have tried out a little bit. We've tinkered with.
Yeah,
and we just want everybody who's supporting the show. We want you to get the full benefit, and we're wanting you to have those opportunities to interact with other members of the Runcation Nation as much as possible. We're wanting to build those friendships throughout the group.
We are. Rhonda Lee says she's going to do her best to be in the chat on Saturday. She's working her farmer's market, but she's going to wear her aftershocks so she can hopefully listen. JD says at Bird in Hand, he will be involved in the running, eating, and drinking. Have plenty of ideas. Have your people call my people.
Outstanding.
We are the people that will be calling you. Oh yeah, I miss the classroom, but not the politics. Yes.
So Trip's familiar with Discord. She watches movies on there.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
See, you learn something new every day. Meg would love to hear runner stories of all the runners here in the community. The community is so inspiring, so much strength in this group. And
absolutely.
Rhonda Lee says, I love that idea. And Cheryl says, I wish more people would use Discord. I like how easy and how organized it is.
It really is. And I like the fact that, we can create channels for specific topics and just kind of keep that, going in there, kind of put like certain topics in those channels. And, so like those folks that aren't huge runners who are part of the Runcation Nation, but they love the food and beverage side of it, they can just get, dip in and get, the parts that they're looking for, which is great, without us, doing like a shoe review or something like that.
Well,
hold on.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's happening?
Yes. James is asking if we saw the new episode of Book of Boba Fett. Yes. And dude, no spoilers. Yeah, I need to do a Star Wars podcast. That's all there is to it. In addition,
You do. And you would have plenty of people to weigh in here. Clearly, you see that. And
or it would just be James and I shouting into the darkness.
I doubt it. I think a lot of people are more like onto the Discord thing than I originally was aware, because everybody over here on Instagram is like, oh yeah, I use it for, like, Brian uses it for work, and then Cheryl says it's organized and loves it, and like, Dawn uses it to talk to, I think, family overseas. Dawn B. Disney.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
So many.
Amy's going to start posting some stuff in there then. So you guys, see us, look for Run, Eat, Drink podcast. And
yeah,
let me double check here while I'm thinking about it.
What are you going to double check?
I believe that I may have named our server Runcation Nation.
Amateur radio uses it for club meetings.
Super smart.
That's what JD says.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know all these uses. Wow. I hope I'm drinking the right beer and I'm not stealing yours.
I don't know.
You're like, I don't care.
I'll just top it off.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, we can share.
Yes. The server title or server name is Runcation Nation, and that is 2 words.
Okay.
So search for that.
Uh-huh. Interesting. Just all the things that I'm learning that people use Discord for.
I know, right?
You use it for gaming. Brian uses it for work. Amateur radio uses it for club meetings. Is there a wrong beer? Well, I just don't want to hog all the beer, because it's not
she's
good.
been grabbing mine.
I need to share.
I've been grabbing mine.
I need to learn to share and play well with others. Yeah, as far as beer drinking goes.
Do I think a certain someone's going to save the day and talk to Sebastian about Star Wars? I'll talk just about anybody with a pulse that, will sit and listen to me talk about Star Wars. So
Rhonda Lee says part of the reason she was sad about canceling marathon weekend was that she wanted her husband to meet you, because you have so many things in common and you would just hit it off.
Oh, I'm sure.
JD wants some Renaissance Fair English.
Oh, not for me. You don't.
Dawn B. Disney has joined the chat. I'm sure she could weigh in on Discord.
My Renaissance Fair English is kind of like, what's his name?
I could recite a sonnet.
No, what's his name? Kevin Costner's English accent from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
It came, it went.
It's gone.
Sometimes it was there, sometimes it wasn't.
And then he just gave up and said, F it, I'm not doing this anymore.
Not that means it's a bad movie. I don't think it's a bad movie.
Actually, it's one of the most entertaining movies of the 90s, I think.
James Loves Trail Runs has joined.
James loves trail runs.
See earlier post regarding D&D is what JD says. We'll have to go back and we'll have to look at his. Yeah.
You're in charge of that chat over there. Amy is in charge of the Instagram. I am in charge of monitoring the chat on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.
So JD says, D&D, I challenge thee to do the rest of thy posts in Renaissance Fair English, my lord.
Oh no.
I can recite sonnets. I mean, I don't know. Like what? I don't know.
I'm
not sure.
And I've been working with a friend of mine on a D&D podcast, and he's like, if you'll record it, I'll edit it. So I've been sending him all the audio files, and he's learned real quick that, podcast editing, that takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to want to do that.
Cheryl says she's the oddball who tends to use colorful language without thinking, so I don't always fit in some group settings. Hey, I say let it fly. We just don't want an explicit tag on our podcast because we want everybody to still be able to find us. We just need more ratings and reviews on Apple Podcasts. Like
Well, that too. We don't want an explicit tag.
We don't want an explicit tag, but we need
and we
ratings.
need some recent ratings and reviews. So
we're like woefully
help us out.
We're running low there. I don't know.
Every few months we gotta, because Apple gets rid of the old ones.
I don't know.
Yeah, that Galactic Star Cruiser. I've got thoughts on that.
What?
The Galactic Star Cruiser.
Well, Main Street Miles Meg says, the most classic high school English teacher quote ever is what I just said about being able to recite a sonnet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to bore you, but I love Shakespeare.
Oh, yeah.
I really do. So I know some sonnets by heart.
And if you're looking for some really entertaining Shakespearean content, check out one of our favorite YouTubers.
Oh, yeah.
No affiliation to the show whatsoever. Thug Notes.
Yes. So good.
Absolutely not safe for work.
No.
But some of the best explanation and interpretation of classic works of literature I've ever seen online. Totally. And it's entertaining as can be.
Totally. And Rhonda Lee would totally listen to a D&D podcast. And Meg says, Cheryl, colorful language. It's vibrant. Let it go. Do it. Let it fly. Meg says, have I ever rated you on Apple? I don't think, well, it's hard to know from user handles, but I don't think so.
And remember, the ratings do fall off after a while. So, by all means, you wouldn't hurt our feelings.
Right.
If you were
if you did it again. I think Dawn B. Disney, who is in the chat and who we will see this weekend. Can't wait. She has, I think she went in and she did one a while ago, and then she did a new one.
Excellent.
A few months ago. So that's great. We just need more of those.
Yeah, we got some discussion over here on the Galactic Star Cruiser on YouTube and some of the controversy surrounding that. Basically, a landlocked science fiction Star Wars themed cruise experience.
Oh, we're talking about
live action role play built in.
The hotel.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, some people are talking about the hotel.
Yes. I get that. I get it. See, adieu. JD says, adieu, dear friends. Like the summer sun, I am only here for a time until we meeteth again. Au revoir, my lord. And I can call him my lord, JD, before you go. And he has to call me my lady.
I do.
Because
it's official.
Over Christmas, we both bought each other
5 square feet of Scotland.
Yes. So we actually have 10
total square feet. We're slowly building our empire.
We're building the empire over there.
And we are now officially a lord and lady of Scotland.
Yeah.
As a result. And we have a certificate to prove it.
So my lord.
My lady.
Yes. And we have certificates.
It's now hanging in my office. So people, when they come in, I tell them, you can call me captain or my lord. It's your choice.
Mine's at home. You have a closed door office.
I do.
So
yes.
I just don't. So I don't want anything to happen to my official certificate showing my 5 square feet of land and my ladyship. Is that a thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have I ever been to Scotland? No.
Not yet. Before the pandemic.
But I want to.
We actually found a race in Scotland we were going to take the podcast international. And this race in Scotland,
Rhonda Lee did it for us, but we actually want to travel to Scotland. Yes.
Yeah. It was either a half or a full.
I think it was a full.
I think they offered both.
Did they offer both?
They had the half marathon distance because that was the one I was looking at. But they had Scotch tastings all along the course. And this ran between some of the famed distilleries in Scotland.
Dram Marathon. Let's see.
And we were going to go.
run a marathon and drink whiskey.
I'm being told over here on Masters of Magic says I'm the dark side version of Captain America, Lord Captain. Is it the dark side
What?
version of Captain America, U.S. agent?
Oh no, you're not U.S. agent. No, Mm-mm. No, you're, I think, cooler. I'm not, I don't want to open a can of worms, but I think you're way cooler.
Get into a whole Marvel, DC, Star Wars debate.
Hey, Cheryl says, according to her ancestry, she's 39% Scottish.
Excellent.
I love it.
And 100% cool.
Well, you are 100% cool. Everybody in this community is 100% cool.
That goes without saying.
Come on.
What are you looking for? If
you guys ever do that race, I was looking for that Scottish race to see if it still exists after the pandemic. So, or, in this thing that I'm hoping will end sometime. If you guys ever do that race, I would love that race. I might even get my hubby to run. Yeah. Where is it?
I don't know how much running you do versus staggering.
Right. After a certain point, right?
I think that they said there's a tasting at every mile marker, if I remember correctly.
I think.
It was because I remember commenting that's a lot more tastings along the course than, say, the Tampa Beer Run. And the Tampa Beer Run.
I can't wait to do that for our 5th anniversary of the podcast. I'm so excited.
The Tampa Beer Run's a 4-ounce tasting of beer every 3/4 of a mile. And the frequency, so that works out to, 4 tastings along the course. This one had 4 tastings in a 3-mile course. This one had way more tastings, as I recall. So I definitely
all
would
events
not be
are now
doing
sold out, and waiting lists are open for the 15th of October, 2022.
Register or sign us up. We'll wait list that.
That's okay. I mean,
why not?
Okay, fine. You said you'd never do a marathon, but listen,
is it only a marathon?
Well, hang on. Let me research and you chat.
You do your thing.
Little. And Rhonda Lee, she's about a 4th Scottish, and she married a Scot. So.
Oh no, Lord Captain wouldn't be a douche. No, I will say I do love the actor who plays U.S. Agent.
Yes, I do too.
In that Marvel series, yes. He was fantastic. He did a show that only ran for a couple of seasons over on AMC called Lodge 49. And if you didn't get an opportunity to see that, or you're looking for something to watch because maybe you've hit, you found the end of Netflix or Spotify or whatever your streaming service du jour is, Lodge 49 is kind of like what if The Big Lebowski was a series? Kind of. I mean, that's the best way I could describe it. Although it's not in any way affiliated with The Big Lebowski. It's just a really good show. It's worth the 2 seasons. It's a shame that they didn't get picked up for a season 3 because I was really getting into that.
Okay. It doesn't say whether they are.
Well, I do actually have a black running kilt that has the Imperial logo on it that she got me.
Yes.
So Lord Captain could technically, if we're doing the whole dark side thing.
It says there are whiskey samples. There's a half marathon and a full marathon. Also a relay.
Okay.
Hello. Where you could do you could tackle it with a team of 4. There's a fully marked course, coach transport to the start line, baggage transfer back to the finish line, finisher's medal, Glencairn tasting glass with Dram Marathon logo. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Dram Marathon, like a dram.
Yes. Am I pronouncing
plus marathon
it correctly?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's important to me, So, and Cheryl's dad is home. So, yay, yay, yay.
Excellent.
So glad everything is good with you. Professionally organized, well-stocked feed stations, they call them.
Ooh.
Electronic timing, whiskey samples from local distilleries, extensive safety and first aid teams, public liability insurance. It doesn't say.
I don't know if that's for the runners or for the poor townsfolk that might have to deal with all these drunk runners.
I'm pulling up the FAQs also. I mean, what's the terrain like?
Hilly. It's going to be hilly.
Forest tracks and footpaths. Hilly terrain, which may be boggy, they say.
Hilly and boggy.
Uh-huh. Yes, I did say whiskey samples in case
Yeah.
anybody was thinking about that.
Yeah, the whole
Hey, Babs 19 has just joined
Hello,
Instagram,
Babs.
but we hope to see you this weekend. Yes.
While Amy is researching the Dram Marathon over in Scotland.
When you get to the end of the race, we'll give you samples of single malts corresponding to the distance you ran. It finishes at Glenfiddich.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
If there, yeah. And James loves trail runs. He's in it. He's like, if there are hills, and Rhonda Lee is helping out since Josh is having dinner. # uphill both ways.
Nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to say, while you're researching
I'm
that,
so sorry. Yes.
And I completely forgot what I was going to say.
Something.
It had. We have we've put together it's not set in stone, but it's a pretty firmed up itinerary for the weekend. We are going to be revisiting some locations that that we have covered on the show before, because we do like following up and seeing how places have weathered the storm of the pandemic. We're also checking out several new locations, a few of which have been recommended to us by friends of the show. So we are going to have, I think, some pretty awesome food and beverage offerings, as well as scenes from the race course. And I am just fingers crossed for weather this weekend. The joke is about us, always complaining about the weather, but forecasts are
Poor
saying
Jessica.
that we may get some rain.
Poor Jessica. God, I hope it's going to be good for her. There are cutoffs. There are points. You know how, like in the Marine Corps Marathon, there are
sweet points.
There are points where you have to get to before a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
So there are cutoff points. So I'm going to have to, in the FAQs, it says there are cutoff points.
And let me guess, it's in like kilometers, and
we're going to have
it's in the metric system, and we're going to have to do a conversion because we're Americans.
We're going to have to do some math and figure out whether we can actually do this. It's hilly, so I don't even know if I can do it.
Well, first things first, we'd have to get passports.
Well, that's true.
So
I know where the passport office is.
True. So anyway,
group trip. What Meg said, group trip.
Hey, this would be a cool group trip.
Yeah.
So, just saying.
Cheryl says too much flat's not fun anyway.
I don't know.
You like curves or hills?
Yes.
Every once in a while.
Yes.
And Rhonda Lee is hoping for decent weather for us.
I am too.
Yeah. And they're under another storm warning, so her hubby may be trapped and not able to get home. I hope not.
Yeah, well, apparently another front is coming, so we are going to catch part of that.
Okay. We'll work it out. It'll be okay.
Indeed.
We'll make it. I feel positive because we're going to be with our people, both virtually and in person.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
So
you were talking about our itinerary.
Well, so we have a itinerary of new and other places that we've been to in previous episodes. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Everybody who's under a storm warning, I just want everybody to stay safe.
Hunker down, stay warm.
Really. And I hope that it doesn't impact us too much this weekend that we're having
James, good night.
James is ringing the weather bell too.
And James is heading out to work. You drive safe tonight, man.
Yeah, don't work too hard.
And we're at the top of the hour. So guys, we're going to say
Sidecar Treats Cape Coral.
Excellent.
We love your ice cream and also your mural on the side of your building of the octopus. Great stuff.
Yes.
Anyway, just wanted to say.
Well, I was just going to say, we are at the top of the hour, guys. We just want to remind you, new episode is up in the feed this week. It's actually a flashback to an old video episode. So please, if you get a chance.
We had two. There are two in the feed for this week. One of them is audio of Amanda Napolitano, who is the executive director of the Donna Foundation. And the one that's video is Jeff, Donna Deegan, and her doctor from the Mayo Clinic, Dr. Edith Perez. It's
the founders of
the founders
of the Donna Marathon
of the
weekend.
Donna, and it's great. And the whole time, Donna is a former news anchor, so she runs the show. She did the whole thing. She made the interview for me because I was mainly spending the whole entire time starstruck by all of them and so inspired. So, you know what I mean. Anyway, Rhonda Lee has storm wine, so she should be okay. I hope everybody stocks up before the storms hit. That's all I'm saying.
We are in Florida. We understand what storm wine is.
Stock up.
So with that, guys, please check out the new episodes this week. We will be doing the live stuff as well from the road. We're doing the live broadcast Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time. That'll be us from the Donna. I hope that you guys will be up and having your morning coffee and maybe join us for that. We would love to bring you along and let you see some of the amazing runners who are going to be out there supporting this great cause.
Yeah.
We're also going to have new content up in the feed on, well, next Tuesday, of course.
Yes.
Since we're going to be traveling, we're going to try to do the Sunday morning coffee chat.
Well, Sunday morning,
we may just be doing it from the run.
Yeah.
And we are also going to check in periodically along the race course with you guys via live chats as well. So please join us and follow along and, participate as much as you can.
Yeah.
Runcation Nation. We want all of you there, and whether it's in person or virtually.
We love all of you.
We do, and we cannot thank you enough for all the support for the show and support for the Donna Foundation as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to close out by also reminding everybody, if you go to runeatdrink.net, right on the top of the front page, there's a Donna link. If you click on that, you have two options. You can go there. You can get a team shirt, and all proceeds from the shirts go to the Donna Foundation. We don't make a dime off of that. If you're not wanting a shirt and you're just wanting to donate money, we also have a donate link right there. It's basically one page, two buttons. You can't miss it.
Yeah.
So with that, we're done.
We have to pack the gimbal.
We have to pack, period.
Yeah, we have to pack, and we have to pack the gimbal because Trip is saying do lives, and we have to be on the tube.
Absolutely.
At some point.
We're going to be doing lives.
Yeah.
So we'll be on the road tomorrow. We may even check in along the way on the road a little bit.
Who knows?
We got like 6 hours of driving to do.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, thank you for coming and hanging out for an hour with us.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
You guys have an amazing weekend, and we will see you from the Donna Marathon weekend.
Yes. Jacksonville, Florida.
Yay.
Next stop.
I'm so excited.
Good night, y'all.
We have to do laundry.